Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube? We gotta get this live stream going. It's a little late, so not sure how long this one's gonna be. Hoping we got some good time on this one. It will quite frankly depend on what we're doing in terms of our performance in these first two runs. We're just doing some time-killing runs. Quick, get some reroll shards, some module shards. I have the tournament setup already placed and ready to go. Clouded, Z-Care, what's going on, boys? Welcome in, welcome in. Appreciate you guys stopping by. All right, so we're gonna end this run. Let's lock in here real quick, guys, because you are my big fans here. I will hold on. Let me get this. Give me a second here. Drop the ball. I gotta get the chat fully pulled up here. Nope, that wasn't the right button. That wasn't the right button. This was the right button. Okay, excellent. For some reason, it's like clipped off in OBS. Okay, I can see you guys. Don't know how long you can stay, Clouded. No problem. Hey, I appreciate you being here. WV29, we're here for it, brother. We're here. We're here. All right, actually, so let's just dive right into this. Okay, let's see what we collect over here. Means nothing right now. Okay, so we did it. We just did a one run here just to get into the bracket early. I saw Ghetto-Dactyls in here, dude. Look at this. I got the Ghetto-Dactyl. This guy's in my clan. This guy's in my clan. I've gotten in his tournament a few times. I swear to God. Yeah, Ghetto-Dactyl right there. Look at that, dude. Putting in work. God damn. Get these early brackets, you might end up with some glass cannon heavyweights, and this is a exact example of that. But we are going to switch back over to the tourney setup here. Okay, after we get through, we'll dump off free ups and cash. We'll go crit chance and range. So we already have our modules preset here. Okay, this is what we're going to work with on the first run here. Going to try out the death penalty. I was actually going to leave the amp strike in there, but this performed well in the last two tournaments, so we're gonna run this for the first run here. And we got our workshop respec. And actually, guys, since you're already in here, let's just take a quick look at this here. Look at this craziness. Kind of dump these off because they're just some time killers. Look at this, guys. Look at before the respec. This was peaking for us. 564. Look at this, dude. We were making 500 Q per run. We're making 1.5 damn near per run. Holy hell, gentlemen. Holy hell. And I will say that, okay, so if we look at these first couple runs, this was the first two runs, okay? It was mentioned to me in one of the comment sections of the last video that I should sync the summon. So I actually took it one further. I respec this, and I had 6 in here, which is a 500 click, and this was like way higher, and I think this was 15%. So we dumped this down because the biggest thing is I saw a lot of people using this, and I see it occasionally hit, but like the big thing for me was I don't see a serious performance upgrade, and with them not being able to target fleets, it does me no good. So what we did is we went crazy on the summon. I did a 75 sync, so every other G-bot proc is encountering a summon. So, and then I went up to 50 enemies. Look at this. I think I was on like 10 or 11 or something like that. I'm absolutely crazy. Look at, dude, insane, dude. We're spinning 150, 140, which is called 1.4. I mean, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy. That's a huge jump. So, yeah, super ecstatic about that. Altitude sickness, getting waves that high. I'm telling you, Clouded, could happen, bro. However, dude, I mean, I'm seeing like this. These tournament conditions might be favorable, man. I mean, I might be able to perform here. Mass enforcement doesn't usually hurt me terribly. Basic ult, no problem. Big range for the tank ult. Attack speed, we got the nuke mastery. And orbs hurts. But I don't go crazy in the orbs in the workshop enhancements. I go to 1-7, which is like pretty much my standard. Like honestly, I don't variate that much. Kind of like when there's death ray battle conditions, I don't take the death ray out. So I kept this. You know, we've had a lot more big Q and coins than we normally had, and you know where I prioritize that? I went with the extra into the health regen, the wall regen, and the recovery package. I mean, this 0.05 clicks is crazy expensive. This 15 clicks here, insane expensive. I mean, I don't know, that was like 10 big Q or something stupid. So, definitely not what we would normally do, but now that we're putting up, after just a short period of time, 3 to 4 big Q just in storage here, yeah, makes a huge change. I mean, this is just a massive amount of the econ that I dumped in here. And so we'll see how it does. But big thing here, guys, I think is going to be, I think these conditions are favorable for us. We'll look at them one more time before we get fired up. I think we're good. Oh, we do need to, what do we got? Basics ultimate? Basics and tanks, right? That's it? Yeah, we'll have to adjust our... yeah, so we'll do basics. I was doing those tier 19 runs, so I had the fasts up at the top. So we'll do the tanks up here. I think we're a little bit more worried about elites and bosses, honestly. Protectors, stuff in the bottom. So I know it's recommended to only have 3 above closest, or it can glitch out. But, oh yeah, guys, also, okay, so I haven't seen it pop up. I was doing some dabbling. I was trying to get the Stream Elements chatbot pop up on the right side of the screen. I have not seen it at all. I've never seen it. You know what I did figure out? I think I figured this out. Okay, that pops up. I figured out how to do that. But the chatbot, can't figure it out. Trouble, how you doing, brother? Welcome in. Appreciate you stopping by. Honestly, I think we should perform pretty well with these battle conditions. I mean, to me, it looks like it should be on tier with a another PB run. I think everything else we got going on right now, I think we can survive orb resistance. And I've dumped a ton into death rate, double death rate lately. I was at like 2% or something stupid. Now I'm up to like 15, I think. So that's going to be a lot more damage getting dumped out. Let's just double check that. Double death rate. Yeah, we got it up to 15%, so that's good. And guys, been working on this. I'm gonna finish up this level. I'm gonna take this out, but I think that 2 seconds will cover us for the battle conditions. Music too loud. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. I was kind of wondering. I meant to ask you guys. Oh no, that was way turned up. Hey, thank you, Nico Suave. Okay, let me know if that's good. I dropped it down quite a bit. Does basic enemy priority see basic ults boss as basic enemies or bosses? That's a good question, and I don't know the specific answer to that. I think, yeah, no, I'm pretty sure, yeah, because like fast ult is, thanks Ecare. I think, yeah, because like if I have fast ultimate, I put fast up to the primary. So yeah, ultimate, it definitely falls into the same category as whatever it is. So basic ultimate is going to fall into It's going to fall into basics. I'm 99% sure on that. Somebody please correct me if I'm wrong. Guys, let me know if the music volume now is good or if I need to make any further adjustments. Appreciate that. All right, we'll crank up the range a little bit, and then we'll just wait for our second wind to pop, and then we'll make our card adjustments. Yeah, Trouble on... Hey, appreciate that, Trouble. Yeah, good luck to you, brother. My one concern that I have with this tournament, just seeing with the new setup that we have here, so if you guys don't know, our biggest recent changes were we've been making the push for auto restart, which we've gotten now. We've been pushing for the keys. So our big change that we did recently was in the bot category. So I had these three I had these three maxed, and I was at 35% duration here. I had nothing to start out in Golden Bot, and I had the range maxed here. Then we slowly filled this in, and we just made some massive econ jumps. Or I mean, we're making about 3 times what we were with some additional summon respec changes. But with that, we are working with not a 2 multiplier, and we don't hit the full range here. In addition, we don't hit the full range on the Flame Bot. So I was a little concerned with the smaller range that I've been running with farming, if this was going to cover enough, but it looks like it's covering just enough. It could be a little bit bigger, but honestly, like, we're in pretty good shape. Trouble said trying to snipe tags. Nah, man. I mean, you know, there's only a select amount of hours to stream during the day, and, you know, most of us are, you know, working during the day and stuff, so evenings is when I get to hit the streams. Ironically, before I ever started doing streams, I've been watching Bonzo for a long time. I mean, I'm watching him for approaching a year, and, you know, I come from home from work, I play with the dogs, I get settled in, and then I watch him Bonzo, right, on Tuesdays and Fridays. Well, now that's my time. I get home from work, I settle in, I play with the dogs, I come to do a stream. Tonight I was running a little bit late, which actually works out. I'd ideally like to wait until Bonzo was done hitting his tournament stream, but it doesn't always work out like that, and there'll definitely be some overlap, and I understand that. You know, it's part of what it is. Trouble, you're trying to snipe tags? All right, guys, what do you think? What do you guys think in terms of waves here? I think we're gonna hit 1,500 plus. I'm feeling it. Honestly, these battle conditions look like we could hit a PB. Looks like we could do 17 plus, 1,700 plus. I think our PB's 1,780. Let's just double check, fact check this. 1,718, 1,780, 1,719. This is the PB right here, guys. And this was also our PB rank. I don't expect to hit a PB rank with the new setup that we have, but I'm feeling pretty good about these battle conditions, and I think we can do 1,500 plus. Snipe him, Trouble. Snipe him. Yeah, I think, yeah, definitely having this lower range of the Flame Bot doesn't quite, you know, when I had it fully maxed out, even when it was on the far side, it would cover the inner dome. And because the Poison Swamp doesn't quite peak outside of the tower range, that was really good to have for like Rays and Ranged Ultimate, which I think on Ranged Ultimate, guys, we're gonna have to run a slightly smaller range, because that was my big thing, is I've made all these improvements to Poison Swamp, but I realized in the last time that we had Ranged Ultimate, like 2 tournaments ago or 3 tournaments ago, I wasn't hitting them on the range, and I just got absolutely torched, and I was like, why? Well, I wasn't hitting any of the stuns, and I've been pushing hard on these on these Swamp Labs in general. We're about to max this out. We got one more level after this. We're up to over 8 seconds on the swamp time, or stun time. And I've been slowly working on the chance here. So I got 6 levels left into the chance. So I was like, what the heck, dude? Like, why can't we, you know, battle these ranged ultimate? Well, that was the reason. So we definitely will have to run a smaller range, which I'm going to run a bigger range than this during this tournament. Because we're going to end up, after we pop second wind, we're going to swap in the range card. So we're going to run an even larger range. So I do think, you know, with this exact look in mind, looking at this right now, I think we're going to absolutely need to get the Area of Effect Mastery. Because I can't run the larger range, which I need as a EHP base. I think it's necessary to have those stuns. I mean, look at how effective those stuns are on those tanks. And now I've got the CF Plus up to, what are we up to? Like level 9. We're up to level 9 now in the CF Plus, so getting a little bit more rotation out of them, but they gotta hit those swamps. Guys, can you confirm that the music is not too loud anymore, please? Let me know if there's any adjustments. I know my last live stream, the audio was whack, dude. I had to like reinstall Windows and something got jacked up with the audio. My last video was good, but my last live stream was whack. So if there's any issues with the audio, please let me know in the comments. Appreciate it, Seacare. Thank you. Yeah, I've been watching this death ray, seeing if this death ray is like in fact hitting at about 15%, and I'm serious, I don't think it is. And it's been making me think that I need to like count how many times the death ray hits and how many times I get a second death ray, because I've been looking at over the last couple days as I've like added these extensive levels into it. I'm like, bro, it looks like it's like 5% of the time. However, I guess there is variation. I mean, sometimes like it was pretty close back to back there, so I don't know. Trouble for hybrid, would you say OA primary and ACP assist, or the other way around? Well, I guess a lot of that's going to come down to what your substats are. I mean, that's a lot of what it comes down to with your placement. So, and depending on what our first couple of runs here looks like, but we might do a run here with the negative mass projector and the OA. And actually, those are bad examples because I re-rolled those now. Actually, you know what? Maybe it's even better. I'm glad you pointed this out. It might be better for me to run OA. Wall health, regen, defense. Bro, I should have this entire time been running orbital augment as my primary with the orb speed ancestral. Bro, I'm so glad you mentioned that. But I guess more to the point, it's really gonna depend on what your substats are, on which one you want. And then again, also there's one other factor, big factor here. What's your effect bonus? You know, okay, so if your OA has EHP stats and your ACP has glass cannon stats, then that's going to come down to what your build is, really. I mean, are you running what are you working with? Are you working with like a primary EHP, or okay, it's up to legendary for your assist. Good. What's your primary build? Are you EHP or more glass cannon? Like what do you lean? Like I'm a hybrid for sure, because I have, look at this, I have I have damage masteries and stuff. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm an EHP, but definitely a hybrid, but I'm like a mild hybrid, you know, mild damage hybrid. I'm primarily a EHP, focused on, you know, my damage reduction and stuff like that. You know, I'm working with a flame bot and not a amp bot. Starting to leave EHP. So here's what I would say for that. It's hard to answer your initial question. You go with the OA or ACP. I think if you're just starting, I think probably having the OA is more beneficial because your damage is probably not sufficient enough to be a real damage output. Like, for all the damage that I have, I actually don't really know. I haven't looked at this stuff for a while, but like, I can tell you I do want to work on these. But damage mastery is at level 5. And super tower mastery. Where the hell is super tower mastery? Oh yeah, so this is very mild too at only level 2. But then look at, I mean, I just have like basic improvements, you know, to damage stuff here. And I'm primarily EHP. So as far as today, farm tier 15, attack this go 5k plus waves, 3q coins per hour. So without knowing a little bit more, are you full set on going to glass cannon? Because that's not something I have personal experience in, but you know, my philosophy, Trouble, is I'm gonna upgrade what makes sense. And I kind of had it in my head that you can either make the transition to glass cannon pretty early and just decide you're gonna be at damage, or you can run the EHP health stuff as long as possible until it doesn't make sense. And that's the route that I went. And that's why I'm like, you know, I'm gonna do some damage. I will do some damage. There was a point where I was stuck, you know, several updates ago, when the jump from 11 to 12 was like near impossible. And the tier 12 jump, I'm telling you, was insane. And there was nothing I could do. And that's when I got the damage mastery. And I did 2 levels into it, I think, to start out. And all of a sudden, I was pushing through 12. And I didn't commit at that point to being a damage player, but it was like, that's what it took for me to like progress. And it made the most sense because the EHP upgrades that I was going to need to make to just make that little leap, that little step forward was too much. It was too much in EHP, whereas I could slowly progress that stuff where it would give me more benefit in the future, and I could make a quick increase with damage. And that's exactly what I did. So, you know, I really think it's going to come down to where your damage is at right now. What other things do you have working for you in terms of damage? What's your damage multiplier over here? What substats are you working with here? Do you have a damage assist? And then also just, you know, what kind of cards are we working with? Okay, oh, actually, we're slowing down here, gentlemen. We're slowing down. Oh, we're still working with second wind. No, we're playing fine. You know, where are your bots at? What are you working with? What are you working with in terms of bots? That's going to be another big factor, because this will be kind of an interesting like lesson for us here. This is the first tournament since I haven't had a big multiplier on the bot and the flame bot. So this is definitely going to be a little bit of a different learning curve, because I'm going to be this is, I will say, actually much better than I was expecting, because I made a lot of progress in the medals in the like 2 months or month and a half, whatever it was, 2 months I think it was, that we didn't really have a gold bot. So, all right, guys, we've hopped the second win, or no, we just rebuilt the wall. Guys, look at that. That's what I'm saying. This is gonna be a big run. I mean, we're gonna die here for sure, but I think, well, no, we'll lose the wall again, but I think we'll be able to keep regenning the package. I think we're gonna be able to survive for a little bit. Nah, not with that. Nope. Oh, speak a little bit too soon. Trouble, I'm glad we found each other, brother. I'm glad we found each other. We're here. glad I can answer any questions for you. But yeah, man, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it really comes down to at what point are you ready to commit to full damage and start leaving the EHP behind. But with that, I will say, and that's the thing that I've really seen, is that at the end of the day, everyone is a hybrid player. I was watching a Greeny video from, I think yesterday. I think it was yesterday, or maybe it was early today, but I was watching it today. And I mean, that guy is a top tier player. I mean, if he can't finish first, there's something wrong. But he's got more health than me as a damage player. So just put that into perspective. What's up, Sang? How you doing, brother? Appreciate you. Good luck to you too in your tournament, man. Trouble, you put a lot in damage as well. Well, then, man, I think you might be getting ready to make the transition if that's the route you want to go. You know, I've committed to. Okay, whoa. We'll just let this run, guys. Actually, maybe we'll just maybe we'll hit this now. See if we need to pop this. GT, we don't care about that. We'll get the attack speed decrease. Okay, excellent. Excellent. No raise in the commander. Yeah, this is a little bit of a late tournament, guys. It's past my dog's bedtime. They're freaking grumbling at me. Attack speed level 85. Attack lab 85. Attack speed level 89. Okay, that's really good. That's pretty close to where I'm at, right? I think what am I at? 60 something? Hold on. I forgot where I'm going. Yeah, right. Oh, 68, 75. Yeah, so you're definitely, I mean, you got more damage labs done than I do. All right, I think we should pop this. What do we got? One commander, overcharge. Yeah, we'll pop this. Get the attack speed slow on it. We normally like to run the first one through, but I'm on a little bit of a short notice here. We'll just see what we can do with like 1700 waves or something. See what kind of placement that gets us. But yeah, I mean, you're even a little bit better spot than I'm at. Do you got any damage masteries? I guess that would be another big thing. You got super tower mastery, damage mastery. I would assume so if you're getting pretty higher up in those levels. Man, my dogs are so goofy. Our boy Walter, dude, he is like the most personable, needy. I mean, he's got a million adjectives that I could give him. But, man, he's funny. He's just like in the back grumbling. Like basically telling me it's time to go to bed. I'm like, dude, settle down. I'm telling you, I don't know if you guys have animals like dogs, pets, cats, but if you spend enough time with any animal, I'm serious, dude, they like grow a full-on personality, like that you can like identify like in human characteristics. It's really funny. Damage, demon mode, and super tower mastery. That's really good, man. I've been thinking about demon mode mastery soon because I want to get the demon mode from the vault, the first click, because I forget to click this thing all the time, or I wait too long and I don't click it. Yeah, man. Oh, and those are max too, Trouble. Hey, man, you're good. You're making the transition hard. Yeah, I didn't even catch that part. That's really good. Well, honestly, guys, we're doing frickin' fire right now. Trouble, where do you normally... What's your like... average over the last 10, do you think? Like, what are you working with normally in Legends? Another question for you. What bots are you working with, Trouble? Max Flamebot demoted, bro. Okay. That's tough, dude. What's your typical placement? In and out? Bro, that's tough, dude. What, G-Bot and Bot? What do you... What's your lifetime stones at? I'm at 129. I'm definitely ahead of a lot of people in that regards. Flipstar, welcome in, brother. Welcome in. Bottom of the barrel? Trouble. There's no such thing, brother. Just guessing. Oh, wait, no, hold on. Is that supposed to say just guessing university? If so, yes, I am. Yes. Check it out, guys. I got my little like, comment, subscribe button. Pretty fancy. I'm gonna do it one more time, just for funsies. Check that out. I got that figured out, but I have a chat overlay in place, and it doesn't frickin' pop up. It's supposed to take over the whole right side of the screen. I've done like 20 tests with it over the last like 3 days. It says it should pop up, but it doesn't pop up. I have no idea what to do about it. 55K. So as you can see, we're a little differentiated in stones by a lot. By a little, I mean a lot. So that's definitely a big factor there, because I'm assuming a large portion of those stones I've put into like GT Plus, and that's allowed me to put my enhancements in like a really good spot. Like, I don't want to do this because it's at the end of the run. Oh, you know what we didn't do, guys? We didn't update the cards. We were gonna let this run all the way through. Wait, do we have a boss? We don't have a boss. Hold on, let's try to do this quick. Oh, there's a boss. Try to kill this guy real quick. Crank this guy through it real quick. Get him out of here. Another boss. Dang, we had like 2 seconds without a boss. That was 3. Oh yeah, we're not gonna get to do it, guys. Yeah. DM me some stats, brother. I'll be happy to go over them and give you some pointers. Hey, man, that's what we're all here for. Learn from the mistakes that I made. Let me learn from the mistakes you guys have made. That's what we're all here for. The beauty of this community. I mean, that's what I've been doing for over a year, and I was like, well, I made a lot of mistakes. Let me start showing people the mistakes that I made. Honestly, guys, we're looking really good. I mean, damn, we're looking like this could be a PB. This is looking like we have PB potential right now. I saw with these battle conditions. That's what I'm saying, Ribbler. That's what I'm saying, man. Wave count's massive, dude. I think we might go PB 17, 18. And what's even more crazy is we're on the down spec. I had the 2x multiplier on the bot with the flame bot maxed. And we're potentially gonna still clip a PB. We're not gonna look at tournament placements yet. You need to chroma key out of the green. Oh wait, I don't know what you mean. I have no idea what that means. I need help. Flipstar, I need help. Well, we're looking good, guys. Looking good. Trouble, I'll take a look at those either tonight or tomorrow, and I'll get back to you, okay? Man, we're looking real good, guys. We're looking real good. Let's see at what point we're going to pop a second wind again. We're about 161 off second wind. I'm going to step away for one moment. I'll be right back.
Please don't go.
All right, guys, we're still going strong. Still going strong. We're looking good. Full bar of health. Man, this is crazy because I had some serious questions about how we were going to perform this tournament. Granted, I don't know what the bracket looks like yet. I don't want to spoil it. We're going to look at that when we're done with this run. We're going to see what our placement is. And we'll make our determination if we're going to make a second run. Dude, we're looking like we're on land speed record. However, I do think... Let's look at what our orbs are hitting right now. Let's look and see. Let's take a close look together and see if we as a community think it's going to be more beneficial to run negative mass projector and get the damage reduction from that. I can't say I'm convinced at this point. Graham, what's going on, brother? Welcome in. Welcome in. Ribbler, I am running the Area of Effect card. Poison Swamp range, we are just about to finish, brother. We're about to finish it. Look at this. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. Boom. Right there, boys. And we're getting close on this. And guess what? We're getting close on that. So we're going to have those Swamp Labs completely finished out. And, guys, even bigger. Look at this. Look at that. 200-second duration. Or wait, no, I'm sorry. That's 100 seconds. 100 seconds. Pardon me. Pardon my math. And 48 seconds. We have 2 Perma Swamps. And we are, in addition to up to CF plus level 9. So, pushing them through the suns. But our biggest thing here is we do not have Area of Effect mastery for the additional range bonus. And as I was saying earlier, that is going to be our challenge here with the next ranged ultimate. Because if this range, which is not our largest range because we don't have the range card in, we are not touching the range line. So that's going to be a... oh my god, dude, I'm tripping, bro. I've been saying that, but we're touching the range line, which is our issue. We're not touching the tower range. No, guys, we're totally good for a ranged ultimate. I'm tripping. Saying might go up to 1900 to 2K. Man, I mean, dude, if we could hit 1900, that would be insane, dude. That could be insane. Ribbler, you're at 24, but dropped for Bot Labs in anticipation for V29. 2 permanent swamps. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I just really set my eyes on it. I was like, I think with the stun factor, although I never got to take advantage of it when it was broken, still having an 8-second stun and having the CF plus, thanks to tags, did not have my eyes set on getting an additional click into CF plus, but with the poison swamp action that I have, having that extra click into CF plus does make a definite difference. I mean, look at the spin on those enemies. And when I get the area of effect mastery and the poison swamp's even larger, that's going to be just absolutely huge. If I can have the poison swamp out of the tower range, I'll just be exponentially slowing down the enemies. Yeah, we're in good shape, guys. There it is. Personal best. You guys saw it here. You guys saw it first. And guys, we gotta get these 2 overcharges off the screen. How soon is this freaking second wing gonna pop? 89. All right. I mean, based on the health bar that we're currently working with still having a live demon mode, I mean, I think we should be able to hit another 88 waves. Or oh my god, look at that. See, that's all you gotta do. You want to speed the game up, dude? You just say something stupid like that. Saying Poison Swamp worth investing. Poison Swamp plus worth investing. You know, ironically, I was looking at that earlier today, and I just saw, who was it? I believe it was Zephyr talking about that. And so my understanding and his understanding is enemy takes whatever it is, 2.5 plus times damage per tick. And so my understanding is once it touches the swamp right here, that enemy is now permanently poisoned. So the amount of times it just keeps spinning around, it's getting damaged the whole time per second. So it can be an exponential damage source. So I definitely like that idea. I think I'm going to do one more click into Chain Lightning Plus for an additional slight increase in... Okay, that was that. Guys, it's still a fucking PB. Hell yeah. And you guys were here to witness it. Okay, so do we think we should swap anything out here? I mean, honestly, it's been pretty good. I think we just need to prioritize getting our correct cards. We'll get the range card and we'll get the crit chance card in. As far as farm setup, Trouble, you asked me what my farm setup is. So here's what we look like in terms of farm cards. I pretty much just run the same thing every time. I got the, I believe the cards are maxed out from here. Yeah, cards are maxed out here, so the only way I can add additional cards is the vault. And farm setup, I run Black Hole Digester, and I run Amp Strike. Everything else stays the same. But, guys, dude, I can't believe I never noticed this. I'm not tripping, right? Defense, health, wall health. Defense. Oh, wait. They are slightly different. Or wait. Wall health, wall regen, defense. Yep. Orbs, thorns, orb speed. Bro, I can't believe I didn't have this in... Bro. The more you know. The more you know. We went from 1.5 to 3 orb speed. Okay, let's do the math here. We have 1.5 and 2 orb speed. That's 3.5. We have 1 and 3. So yeah, we have 4. We have an extra 0.5 orb speed now. I can't believe that. I've been running that for weeks. I can't believe none of you guys ever mentioned that to me. Are we going to invest in Deathwave Plus, Black Hole Plus, or Poison Swamp Plus next? Well, I'll tell you what. For the exact same reason that I started streaming, so you guys can watch my mistakes, I also watch people that stream, so I can learn from their mistakes. And I will tell you this. Shadow Saber unlocked Deathwave Plus. Zephyr unlocked Poison Swamp Plus. So I'll get back to you guys on that. And Crowbar Zero, I believe it is. I don't know if it was Greenie or Crowbar Zero. I'm pretty sure it was Crowbar Zero that unlocked Black Hole Plus. So I'm going to continue watching their updates. I'm not quite at that point. There's still some Stone things that I have left to spend on. But I'm going to see how those 3 journeys go. Me and Zephyr are very close in terms of our towers. Between Stones, Legends placements, and he's a hardcore EHP, whereas I'm a EHP hybrid. But him and I are very close. I've been watching him for a while, and it was actually about a month ago I got my first placement that was actually just above his by like 30 waves or 50 waves or something in tournament. And like the last 2 tournaments, he's now done considerably better than me. He also has a lot more time into the game and has a lot more things figured out in terms of fleet spawns, different variations for battle conditions and how to address them. So, I mean, I learn a lot from him. I learn a lot from Shadow Saber. I learn a lot from all of you guys, and I learn a lot from you guys that are Glass Planet players too. Because at the end of the day, we're all going to end up hitting the same spot. We're all going to need a whole bunch of damage. We're all going to need a whole bunch of health. You know, we all have been at the same spot. So, well, let's get into this next run, guys. We'll claim a couple of these bad boys for absolutely no reason, and switch this back over to the tourney setup. We do need to remember when we pop second wind, we need to swap these. If I forget, please let me know. We'll see how this extra attack speed or orb speed works out for us. Ghetodactyl. Dude, that's crazy, bro. I was like, we're not going to touch keys anytime soon. We're not going to touch keys. There ain't no way. Dude, look at us. Man. Let's hop right back into it. Alright, this will probably be the last one, guys. This is probably the last one. Just because this is already late. Like 45 minutes late approximately from where I'd normally be in bed relaxing. I typically get up around like 5:30. Zulfra, welcome in, brother. Welcome in. Happy to see you here. Pretty sure Poison Swamp is just additive damage. It's technically infinite scaling, but so are smart vessels. That is what I've heard. But so from my understanding, and I don't know if this is accurate because this is how I saw Zephyr explain it when he was explaining why he unlocked it, Poison Swamp. So he was saying that because of damage players not being able to kill fleets off the screen, they'll just sit here and they'll just sit and they'll sit and they'll sit and they'll be in the same spot, just sitting for wave after wave after wave, dozens of waves. So my understanding is once a poison swamped enemy is poisoned, every second it ticks that much damage. And with Poison Swamp Plus, it's supposed to be additive damage per tick, is my understanding. And that's how I saw him explain it. I don't know if I'm incorrect about that. I don't know if I understood him incorrectly, but that was my understanding. So that's why that makes sense to me. Deathwave health, the way I understand that, the Deathwave ring that you get after the Deathwave activation it's basically a multiplier of that, which if you don't have the base damage isn't effective, because one large health boss could come in and bang your frickin' death wall, and it'll have more health than what your death wall is because you don't have enough base damage. Now, the difference that I see with Poison Swamp is if it in fact is constantly ticking, well, I'm here, 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 you're going to be putting in so much damage, whereas the death wall is just one lump sum of damage that a large health enemy will absorb. Whereas in the Poison Swamp, now this boss is in this swamp. Now it's, even though it's over here, it's outside of the swamp, it's still taking poison damage. So from the second it hits the swamp, so it's stunned right there on the swamp, it's poisoned. Every second after that, if it flies way over here, it's poisoned the whole way around. So that's going to be the big difference. Mashed Potato, good to see you, brother. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. It's crazy to see how much battle conditions can change your tourney runs. That's what I'm saying, dude. I mean, there's two wild factors. The bracket that you get, which I see people with lesser builds than me hitting 400 less waves than me and hitting fucking 6 keys. And I'm 400 waves more and I'm in 17th place. I don't like that. I think that's a little fucked up. But it's part of the game, part of brackets. It is what it is. But the battle conditions in conjunction with that is crazy. And I looked at these battle conditions and I was like, dude, I'm gonna cook. But my question was, like, how much am I gonna cook? Like, am I really gonna put it down? Like, I know I should do pretty good, but like with the smaller flame bot and the less bot amplifier, am I gonna do really good? Bro, we hit a PB. Sheesh. But in my last video I was talking about, like, I went I did the respec here with the bot and the flame bot, and when I first did the respec and I took the golden bot completely out and maxed all of this and then maxed the range and completely removed this thing, dude, I was doing 11,000 waves. I was doing like 11,000 waves, and we might even have this still in here somewhere. No, I don't think we have it. No, it's gone. But this ain't too far after. But I was doing like 11,000 waves. Bro, I was doing the exact same amount of waves. Look at this. I didn't lose any waves taking the bot out, like slimming it down. Oh, Study Mage. Hey, bro. Okay, so yes, my friend that helped me, like my friend that builds PCs, he's just been really unavailable for a while, and I've been messaging him about this for a while, and like I started getting a little irritated, and that's why I was reaching out to you guys and kind of like complaining to you guys, because I was like, bro, this is getting, like, there's days where it's like literally unplayable. Like I showed you some of those crash logs. It's like just one after another after another after another. So ironically, the day that we were messaging each other, he had told me to reinstall Windows. So I did that. I have not had a crash issue since. And he told me he thought it was an issue with my Windows and I might just need to reinstall. But I mean, I don't know. It was just kind of a weird chain of events. So I really had no idea, because like sometimes it would be like when I was playing Mumu Player, then sometimes it was when I would be playing like Apex Legends or like an FPS game. And then sometimes it would, like, the most common thing that I noticed that would crash my PC was opening the frickin' sound like mixer on the Windows. And yeah, no, I reinstalled Windows. It has not crashed since. So I know, I appreciate you asking me, bro. I appreciate that a lot. And if you message me on Discord, bro, I am sorry if I missed it, because I'm never on Discord, and I think I have Discord notifications on my phone. But if you did message me, I'm sorry, bro. It wasn't my intention to miss your message. So let's crank up our range here. We'll pump that up. Wait, did we switch back to attorney? Okay, yeah. Man, we're looking like we're in pretty good shape this tournament, guys. Glad it's just a software issue. You get hardware issues and it's game over. Well, so, okay, I punch all my symptoms into ChatGPT and Google AI, and everything's telling me that I got a bad power supply unit. And I mentioned all this to my friend. I mentioned all the symptoms, the error code, and like I was saying in study, I started out with a watchdog error code, which I'd never seen before, and then that turned into a kernel error code. And anyway, like, apparently AIs, they hear kernel error, doesn't matter which one you're using, ChatGPT, Google, doesn't matter. They hear kernel error and they just assume your power supply is bad. So I ended up, like, I had one day where it was crashing really bad, right? I punch it in because I'd like to troubleshoot what I can instead of bothering my friend. So I frickin' Google it. I'm like, fucking power supply unit. I don't know. That's over my head. So I messaged my guy and I'm like, hey, this is what I got going on, right? And he's like, nah, man, it doesn't sound like this. Try this, this, and this. You know, fucking have me do some like internal diagnostics on the PC, reinstalling a few things, you know, whatever, some small stuff on the back end of the PC. And I sent him that crap from the AI that said power supply, and he's like, bro, there's no way you need a power supply unit. Like, I tell him what I was using my PC for, and he's like a super computer nerd, which I appreciate a lot. I'm saying that as a compliment. And he sent me the build list, and I ordered all the parts, and then he came over to my house and he put the PC together for me, right? And so he's like, no, the power supply that we got is like super good, like way more than sufficient for the build that we set you up with and for your usage. So we troubleshoot some stuff like that. Like, he's like, you're not using your PC for anything crazy, are you? Like, that we didn't talk about? And I'm like, no. And anyway, like, another time, like, a little while goes by, and that was the weird thing about it. It was like sometimes it would fuck up like nonstop, and then it wouldn't crash for days. Like, it would go almost a week, whereas like you'd almost forget about it, and then all of a sudden you're trying to do something important, and boom, crash. It reboots itself. You click on one thing, dude, crash. Like, it would just crash repeatedly. It would be like borderline unusable some days. And so I'd go back into Google and I'm like, bro, are you sure it's not the power supply, man? Like, AI's telling me it's the power supply. Like, what are we talking about here? You know, like, I'm not trying to knock my friend, but I'm like, bro, I just want my PC to work. And there was a couple times where I was like, came home, fucking long day at work, and I just wanted to freaking veg out on some games. I'm like, I can't even play, bro. I can't even boot up. And yeah, so anyway, I kept sending him these power supply things from ChatGPT and Google AI, and I'm like, bro, all the AIs are saying that this is what I need. And he's like, dude, there's no way you need a power supply unit. I'm like, you can buy one if you want, and I'll come over soon. And like, he just got a traveling work job, so it was a little tough for him to come over. But he's like, I'll come over soon. I'll diagnose everything. We can put a power supply unit if you know, that's what we think it needs, whatever. And anyway, a little while goes by, and that's what would happen to it, is like a week and a half would go by where it wouldn't crash, and I would just let it go. And, you know, with his traveling work schedule, I would think that I was going to have him over and then it wouldn't have any problems, so I'd just tell him, nah, forget about it. Well, anyway, like a week or two or whatever, a week and a half ago or whatever, week and a half ago, when I was talking to you, Study, it got really bad. And I started talking to him like the day before, and we started trying to do some more troubleshooting, and that's when I mentioned it, you know, on streamer and whatever comments, and you had reached out to me, and literally right before you gave me some steps, he had said, dude, just reinstall the Windows. If not, I'll come over, I'll take your PC apart, we'll figure out if it's a bad part. Ironically, right when you gave me those steps, I was troubleshooting the steps that he gave me, and ended up, fingers crossed, everybody find some fucking wood and knock on it. We have not had a crash now for a week and a half, week or so. So, fantastic news. Yeah, I definitely little computer illiterate. My first PC had partially fried the MOBO, and despite reinstalling Windows, I still have those issues. Man, That does not sound fun. Well, I was like, dude, there's no way, because I mean, I haven't even used this PC as hard as I had ever intended. But you know what happened is my first time that I ever had a crash, the first time, and I don't know if I don't know if it was something that I did with the PC, or if it just happened to be like Windows fucked itself up. But so when I first switched to an emulator on the PC, because I was sick of my phone had been running for like a couple months straight, and you know the problem with that is I use my phone all day for work, so my phone was open all the time, and then I was having to close out Windows nonstop, so I was like super inefficient to even play this game. So all of a sudden I hear people start talking about emulators and blah blah blah, and I'm like, well fuck, I got a PC, dude, let me just fucking run this thing on my PC. So I fired up on my PC, bro. I didn't turn my PC off for like 2 months. And one day it just crashed. And you know, I knew I had a problem because my little temperature display on my PC, it was not like solid, dude. It was like shaking. Like, I'm looking at the display right now. It's very clearly 33 degrees. And the numbers are solid and still. They're stationary. Dude, the numbers on my display during that like 2 month cycle, 3 month cycle were just spasming, dude. They were twitching. Wait, hold on. Wait a second. Chris, Mr. Sourdough, we've never seen you in here, brother. Welcome in. That's it? Super chat? Hold on. Wait a second. I don't know what you mean. I don't think I have super chats, right? I don't have super chats. I don't think so. No, we don't have any super chats. Sub chat? Oh, sub chat. Well, hey, welcome in. We appreciate you. But, yeah, PC seems to be good to go. Mr. Sourdough. Hey, I've been on a hardcore sourdough kick, so we are even more glad that you're here. You're a part of our lives. Okay. I haven't even looked at the screen for like frickin' like the game for like probably 10 minutes straight. Might be a slight exaggeration, but pretty close to that amount of time. Man, the biggest reason I never streamed for like the longest time was because I was like, bro, I don't even look at these tournaments, dude. Study Mage already passed your waves? Bro, I'm on, dude. Did you see our last run, Study Mage? Bro, PB. Look at this. This is insane. PB. On the small bot with the small flame bot. Trouble, 50-50 trade-off perk in farm runs. Wait, hold on. Which one is that? Wait. Yeah. That's the perk bonus one, right? That's the best perk in the game. Statistically, it's one of the best. It's one of the best economy gains that you can get in the game. Yeah, dude, look at this. PB. And I was saying, like, but this puts it into perspective, like the difference in brackets and shit. 17-19 was 6th place, also my PB. 17-34 is 11th as of now. I should beat that guy. Well, actually, maybe not. Damn, bro, this guy's in the guild. I'm fucking. Oh no, me and him are gonna take up the pack. Back of the pack. Is this guy's 22? Oh yeah, he'll probably beat us. Well, Arcane, I'm sorry, brother. You're gonna get bumped down to the 13th place. Oh yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. I was thinking about perk bonus, whatever. Bro, I can't even remember. 50-50 damage. Yes. Yeah, 100%. That's I think the like third perk that I take. I do perk wave requirement, coin bonus, and then I do the 50-50, or no, then I do death wave, and then I do 50-50. Reason I do that, death wave, you get cells early on. Even during intro sprint, you get cells, but you don't get coins. The reason I take perk wave or perk wave requirement is self-explanatory. The reason I take the coin bonus second is I find that historically that one pops up the least. That is in the smallest rotation, and if you don't get it early, you might not get it until later. So I go with perk wave requirement, coin bonus, death wave, so I can get the cells for the labs, and then I go with the 50-50 trade-off to ensure that I have less damage output when I can start earning coins. But also as an EHP player, that's good to take less damage. But where I'm at right now in the game, taking damage in the first 5,000 waves means nothing. So it's not for the damage, it's for the less damage output to ensure that I'm not killing anything faster. But again, as a EHP player, it doesn't necessarily matter that much now. I don't know. It mattered a lot more when I was in like wave, like tier 12, 13. Because at that point, my damage output was still like, dude, for the first like 5,000 waves, my chain lightning would eliminate every single freaking enemy off the screen. Like, I'd have to turn off chain lightning if I wanted any sort of economy. And that's, again, that's as an EHP player. But now it's like, where I'm at, like farming tier 16 completely maxed out. Like, I can't do any more waves in tier 16 with the, new overheat mechanics. I mean, I should be farming tier 17. I just don't, the coin bonus isn't worth it for me. But you might try my build. Yeah, man. I'll show you my whole setup, dude. And you can check out my last video from a couple days ago. I mean, I go through my full thing right there. So like, yeah, I mean I'm pretty happy with it, bro. Like, I've been doing pretty good lately. Okay, we popped second win. Honestly, I just like ranting, bro. Tried to Cactus Go for farming. So I'm like, after we finish this, remind me. We'll take a quick look at a few things since you're in here, bro. Right? Should we just? I don't know. Do we just let this run for a little bit? What did we die at? Like 1730 or something? Let's see if we can hit like 1600 waves, 1700, 1650 on intro. I'll save you guys some time, bro. I saved myself some time too. No offense, I'd hang out with you guys all night if I could, but you know how it is, man. I get up at like 5:30, work out, hit the gym, and then I gotta go to work, man. Work 12, 13 hours. It's like 13 and a half after I drive to and from. Oh shit, bro, we got cooked right there. We could have done better than that, bro. That's disappointing. All right, you guys got one more out of me. Okay, real quick. What were we gonna look at? Discos. So this is where I'm at with discos, bro. Got all these maxed out now up to. Yeah, and this one's stupid, bro. I didn't have a dimension core in there, bro. That was like fucking. Both of these, I didn't have a dimension core, I think. Or no, this one I did have a dimension core in, I think. Shit, I can't remember. No, I'm just kidding. All three of these, I forgot to put dimension core on. I was running Primordial Collapse, bro. So, like, I did this with dimension core, and that's what I did with no dimension core. So, like, this will be pretty close to maxed out as of, like, weeks ago. These obviously would be maxed out. But the attacks, honestly, I think where I'm at right now, I'd probably max that out. I don't know. I think I would need to make some more enhancement improvements before I even try to start dabbling with these again. Just because I don't think, especially with the coin loss that I've had over the last couple months, working on keys to get the auto restart I mean, it's all going to be worth it. I mean, I've tripled my coins now, and that's just going to be more around the clock, cranking out the coins with the auto restart. So it's all worth it. So I'll just keep pushing. Maybe we'll get to like the 3.5 mark for health. 3.2 mark across the board for health and damage, and then we'll bang these out, get through hopefully like a couple waves of tiers of these, and by the time I went into these two, like these two, I'll be for sure this one anyway, I'll have super tower mastery maxed out, damage mastery, and then again more medals into the bots. It's going to be a huge with that too. Attack Disco is a free attack devo. True. Okay, guys, I think we gotta crank this out real quick. I don't think there's anything we need to tweak. I think we just run the same. Should we try one with the negative mass projector, bro? I don't know if this is the right. I don't know if these are right conditions, bro. Maybe we just run one. Tanks, basics. Thoughts? Anybody thoughts? I have no fucking idea. We got one run. We can do better than we did. We can beat this guy. We can't beat that guy, but we can beat this guy. Saying we're gonna do it. Okay, last question. Yeah, we can do that. Last question. I got one last question. Do we like to have more wall health or more knockback? Do we want 9% knockback? We'll do it for science. Last question for you, Sang. I'm leaving it up to you entirely. 120% wall health, or do we want 60% wall health? And do we want 4.5% knockback or 9% knockback? I'm leaving it up to you for science. Wall health it is. We're in it. Okay, if we make it to 1700, I'm going to end the intro sprint, pop nuke, hit the cards. If we make it to 1700 on intro. The general consensus was wall health. Landmine chance is better than knockback because landmine stun mastery has a chance of miss and stun. That is good. I don't have flashbang yet, though. Don't have flashbang yet. Need to get that. That's on the list. It's one of the next ones. But I think, I think we're going to go with area of effect. Because I think this with the flame bot and the poison swamp, it's like a double bonus. But more importantly, I think having the stuns from the poison swamp and having even on after we max our range out, which in this run here, in this stream, we've still yet to update our cards. We need to take cash out and switch to range, and we need to take free ups out and switch to crit. We have not done that one time yet, so we can definitely do better than we've done. And in the last several tournaments, no, the last 2 tournaments now, we've done better by about 10 to 15 waves with the negative mass projector than we have with the sharp fort. You can try to set it up for the future, just my 2 cents. Nope, for sure, man, and that's definitely, like I said, that's on the list. I'm gonna go AoE next. That's my next stone spend. That's where I want to put it. Let me just double check my list here, but I'm 99% sure that's where we're gonna spend it next. Yeah, we have the second Perma Swamp. We have the extra level of Chrono Loop. So AoE's next, and then Landmine Stun. I need to do tier 18 milestone tomorrow. I don't know why I spaced it so hard, but having the 10% lab speed will be huge. That's gonna be massive study mage. That's gonna be huge. Yeah, I have that one study. And I'm at like, I think like 2,500 waves or something on 2,100. 2180 on tier 19. So I definitely have some work to do. But yeah, I don't know. And I did that one with my full bot setup. And that was still the best I could do. CF Plus is at level 9. Sourdough. That's a recommendation per tags. I was really just leading towards the Poison Swamp, and he said get the CF Plus and the Swamp because your CF Plus is gonna just push them through your swamp more, which is absolutely right. Now my challenge is getting more swamp range, so I'm effective outside of range, power range. Study also, I hope to keep 10th this bracket. That'll make it 3 times in a row. That's really good, man. That's really good. Yeah, I have not had quite that luck, man. Dude, these two I got absolutely cooked on. I hit the PB on an easy bracket, or I probably got a good bracket. I finished, yeah, 6th. I was 2 spots behind Giga on his last stream, dude. I saw him make the announcement, dude, watching him live in his bracket that he was quitting. It's heartbreaking. And dude, then he got cooked, dude. He got cooked by some serious heavyweights, dude. I mean, Giga's a heavyweight, if anybody ever watched him, but bro, he got torched, dude. He wasn't even like close to be like, dude, he got cooked by like 1,500 waves. I think it was wild. But yeah, he was like 4th, and I finished 6th, dude. And I'm like, dude, I'm not even remotely close to like Giga. So I think it was just a whack bracket, which is why I finished 6th. My previous best was 8th one time, but otherwise I haven't really been close to that. I got a couple 10ths here. And again, this was like weird conditions on a past update, and really good brackets. But yeah, I mean, I'm usually like, look at this. I've been averaging like probably 1,200 waves, 1,250 or something like that. Look at that. That's pretty good. Oh, last month. What are we at? 11? Yeah, we'll bump that guy to 10th. We got that. We got that, guys. And then hopefully, gotta send this guy a message, dude. Tell this guy to pick it up, dude. There he is. He's got to pick it up, dude. However, I don't think he's going to pick up another 1,250 waves. Oh, we got to speed this fucking this run up, dude. Oh my god, bro. Hey, we're on. Oh my god. Guys. Bro. I can't believe that just happened. We don't want to talk about it, okay? Never happened. Never happened. Forget about it. Well, that was definitely not speeding this up as much as possible. This is definitely our last run now, guys, since we're just starting it. How you guys doing today? You guys doing good? My boss coming back from vacation, so he's a little antsy, you know what I'm saying? You guys ever have that? Your boss goes on vacation? I don't know if you guys work for small businesses at all, but like, man, it's a little weird when you're like the owner's kind of involved and he's your boss and he goes on vacation and he comes back and he's like fucking what's the word? Everything's under a microscope. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I didn't see anything, Sang. I didn't see anything. Yeah, moved to a different department for 2 months. I hate it. Oh shit, bro. That's the worst. So I'm fortunately I don't. So I work at a car dealership, small car dealership. So it's like high responsibility. Everybody carries a lot of weight, and I'm towards the top of the ladder, so I carry the weight of like everybody, you know. And I don't know. Just sometimes everything falls under scrutiny, and like there's some parts of my job that are just like at the end of the day you're like a real person, and it's it can definitely be challenging. There's a lot of challenges, but yeah, everything's like under a microscope right now, and it's like kind of stressful. Bro, I remember when I couldn't max out my, and this was before this is when I had all this stuff maxed out, bro. I couldn't max out my level skips for like the enemy level skips for like 500-600 waves. Study made, you've been steadily increasing / plateauing. Yeah, that's tough, bro. That's tough. That's like the thing. You kind of hit a. That's how I felt for like last like 2 months while I had this deficit in coins with the Flamebot respec with the bot. I'm telling you, I mean, it would be days. I was just talking about that. It was 2 days with no labs for me to get 1 click into like the coin bonus. I'm like, dude, it's like with labs, dude, you're talking about 3 days if you want to make a click. Oh my gosh. My big boy Walter, our big 85-pound golden retriever is being pretty needy right now. But yeah, man, plateauing is rough. But now it's like, now I'm like, shit, bro, I'm making 3 times what I was making per run, and now it's like I can get a click every day. It's insane, dude. Sang said, no wonder your EHP main. What a tank. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, damage reduction, brother. Damage reduction. And so here's where we're at with defense percent. We never talked about that really this run. 92.7%. Now we put the defense lab on the fucking back burner, dude. That is a scam for those last 10 waves or 5 wave or levels. 5 or 10 levels. 10 levels, I think it is. Hold on. Fact check me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I think I even took it out, dude, because I'm like, bro, this is a scam. Hold on, Walter. Hold on. Defense percent. Max out level 50. These last levels, 99 days at 6% per project rend. Okay, guys, hold on. I need to pet my dog for a second. He's getting a little antsy. Sorry, it's like an hour and a half past his bedtime, damn near. But yeah, dude, like 99 days at 6x speed to finish out defense percent. That's nuts. Like, I'm not gonna spend like almost a third of a year researching a lab at 6x, dude. That's insane. Think about all the labs you could do at 6x instead of doing that. And don't get me wrong, I know there's benefit there, but bro, like, that's not worth it. So I think we'll have to lab, like, gem rush those. I mean, I don't think there's really a different choice. Here, let's do a little test. Let's do a test here. Finish that. Dude, 1700. How I look at it in my head is I just add 100. So it'll be 1700, 1800, 1900. You need about like 12,000 gems probably to rush that all the way. Which for 99 days of your life is 100% worth it. 100%. If I'm wrong, if I'm undershooting, then it's 15,000. That is worth it for 1/3 of your fucking year, dude. Like, that's insane. Like, how can they even justify that? And I know there's a couple labs like that. Like, another one, for example, is this, dude. These last 5 levels are stupid, dude. This is like 100 days or something at 6x. It's insane. These are Gem Rush labs. Okay, guys, I know we're supposed to be saving. I know we're supposed to be saving. I know we're supposed to be saving for V29, but boom. It already happened. It's done. It's gone. So we'll swap the stun back in there, stun chance. And, okay, guys, it didn't happen. I know we're supposed to be saving and all that stuff, but you get a little impatient, right? You know, dude, okay, when do we get we get V29 is when we get the regen. We get the wall health regen percent, right? So we got our effective wall health regen or something. I know it's coming soon. I saw something about it. Study Mage, you're about to finish wall regen? Bro, that's huge, bro. I mean, that would make a huge difference. That honestly make a huge difference. However, if I went a little bit more into the health discos like I should, I would, like I saw Giga talk about, he's like, health regen is so lacking at the high tiers of the game because I watched his last tournament stream, and he was going on and on about that, and he's like, dude, look at my health bar does not even move with my regen, even to start the game, because he has so much health that even before he's taking damage, like, the health bar doesn't even move because there's so much health to grow. So they need to improve health regen. There's no two ways about it. That should be something that should be fixed in V29, but it sounds like they're fixing a handful of things that are probably bigger issues. But at the end of the day, I mean, I do think they need to make some improvements to the HP style of this game, because there's a ton of people that play like that, and they've added a ton of versatility to the game. And you know, at the end of the day, if you go too much lopsided to health or damage, it's kind of impactful, and damage players learned that like a few months ago with overcharges, you know, 6 months ago when they implemented overcharge, and I was like, oh shit, we can't one-shot these anymore. You know, we get one-shot by these overcharges. We need some amount of health. And you know, now with all these new changes that they have, it's like EHP players need some damage to clear some enemies off the screen, like specifically the fleets, you know. So less than 5 days until wall regen is done, but I'll probably rush it. Definitely rush it, study. Fuck it, get it done, get it out of the way. Saying, feel guilty. I rushed those labs. I spent too much money on this game. Yeah, that happens, brother. That happens, dude. Dude, they got some. Yeah, it's addicting. I'll tell you that. Incoming Black Hole Plus rework that can lifesteal per percent health. That would be sick, dude. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I think we're all waiting right now for B29, but I don't really have a clue of any of the big changes that they're making. I like some of the things that were in the early on patch notes. But yeah, we'll see what's coming. I start tourney without health cards so that during intro sprint it maxes out, then replace cash with health. How many card slots do you have, Study? Bro, honestly, I can't believe this tournament went so smooth. And you know, dude, watch fucking next tournament, dude. We just get some horrible bracket, dude. Study, you've been finishing pretty good, bro. Shit. What did I finish at the last tourney? Study, you literally finished almost like identical with me last tournament. 160 waves off. But you finished at a higher place than me. Outside of 4 and 5 tournaments ago, we're very close to one another. Okay, I think we need to look at, and those conditions are like the conditions that we're working with right now, Study. So, okay, let's talk this over. Now, have you 16th? I just got 16th like 2 days ago. Hold on, wait a second. What the fuck did you just send me then? 8-1. Am I tripping? Bro, it says you got 10th place. Study, I'm confused, bro. It says you got... I'm looking at this screenshot you sent me. On the first, it says you got 10th place, bro. At the tournament before that, you got 17th. But the last one, you got 10th, bro. I got 12. And those are different RNG. I did better in waves and did worse. But, bro, I think here's what we need to look at. You need to look at your tournaments from... Because obviously our builds are not far off. I mean, we're within 100 waves pretty much every time. 100 to 200 waves, right? But here's the difference. Look at your brackets from 722 and 718. I finished 17-19. You finished 11-11. And then I finished 15-15. You finished 11-64. Okay, we need to look at what your build is on those brackets, because if we're obviously pretty close to one another and you're like 500 waves off, you're doing something wrong on those brackets. So we need to look at that. Oh wait, did we ever fix? Yeah, okay, we did fix it. Yeah, tanks, ultimate. Okay, you know, we're good. We're in good shape there. Okay, let me catch up on some of this, guys. Flipstar, bot respecs is, in my opinion, the biggest catch-up mechanics of the game. People in the 0 to 300 key range will have so much more benefit from it than the veterans with keys 300 plus. Finally testing AmpBot. Yeah, honestly, this is going to be absolutely huge with the respec changes. There's gonna be some massive. Well, are they? Is it bots? Are they doing bots and they're doing bots and workshop, right? They're doing bots and workshop, if I understand. Right. Oh, 16 card slots. Oh, my bad, study. I misunderstood. Sourdough, V29. You could just switch your bots from Gbot Plus to Flamebot, Ampbot. Pew pew. Hey, bro. Okay, so I'm definitely thinking. I've been thinking like on one of the next bot respecs that I do. I'm gonna do Bot Plus, Gbot Plus for the keys. I was just talking to somebody about that today. Ampop Labs in, and also saving stones for Echoing Shot. Ribbler. I can't speak to any knowledge of anything like that because I haven't thought about an Ampbot outside of wanting to do an Ampbot for the health discos. Can I see your target priority again? Yes, sir, you can. And module setup. Yes. Okay, we're at 1,300 waves. We'll be just fine here. Target priority. Yeah, so for this one, we're doing basics. We don't really worry about tanks too much because we run the bigger range now. We do need to soon. We need to pop our... Yeah, we should be able to regen this... package here, but we don't really worry about the tanks when we run the big range. If we're on a smaller range, that would be more detrimental because they get kind of pushed into the tower, but on the big range we're just fine. Let's see if these 12 commanders fuck us up. I don't think so. I mean, overcharge. Oh dude, look at the amount of fleets here, guys. Oh. Wait. We didn't pop. I thought we just popped second win. Hold on. Come on, package hell. Okay, get this stacked up here. All right, full send on that. So this is about as set up as we could possibly be. So as far as target priority, yeah. So this is what we're running right now. I don't know. This is what we've been running. Oh no. Okay. No, wait a second. I'm tripping. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so this is what we run. Elites, so we can take out the ranges and stuff as they attack us. Bosses, we don't really worry about. Basic ult. Tank ults, like I said, they just kind of float around the tower and they don't really do anything, so I'm not really sweating those. If you have the smaller range, they get pushed in the tower, they do more damage up close. Not really worried about that right now. And yeah, I don't think we're gonna intro sprint through to 1,700, guys. I mean, I think we maybe hit 1,550 if we lucky, 1,600. Dang, we'll look at the module in a second. We just need to evaluate this, see what our life choices are looking like. I don't know, honestly, we look kind of healthy. I was saying that we were at like 15 or 1,600 waves, I think, on our first run. Look, we're just getting torched right now. Look at this. Did I end the intro sprint right off the rip? I didn't think so. Okay, guys. Well, I guess this is gonna be a little bit drawn out. I hope so. I don't know. Maybe we're just gonna die with negative mass projector. Maybe that extra health regen was that big of a difference. All right, Sang, let's take a look at the, yeah, look at this. We're getting fucking cooked right now with the, negative mass projector. Honestly, guys, I don't know. Maybe we should just end this run and run one more with Sharp Fort. As far as module setup right now, this is what we're running. I think we need to take the mass projector out and put the Sharp Fort in. We are running the death penalty, so a lot of times we run this. We run this for farm. I've been running this forever. I never had good luck with this, and then the last 2 tournaments I thought I had pretty good luck, so I just kept it in. Exclusively run the Harvester Salon hashtag tags, and I never change these. These will change soon. Nice little wall rebuild. Those will change soon. We need one more Prim C, and we will have a second Ancestral. Now, I'm super close, man. I'm just ready to respec this for a full farm tournament build. And especially with having 3 times the econ right now, if I took the lesser G-Bot bonus, or Golden Tower bonuses and Deathwave bonuses, I might be okay with it. But I'm just waiting for B29 to roll out. See what pops up with modules. Maybe if there's some new modules, I'll be buying modules anyway. So then I'll just hopefully end up with one of those, and then I can just re-roll. All at just one time. So yeah, it's kind of in the works right now. Study said, also, funnily enough, I got my guild leader in my bracket for the first time. He's in 16th, I'm in 10th. Damage scaling versus EHP. Scaling is so weird. You got tier 21, while I only have tier 20, way 200. Yeah, it's definitely quite a bit different, and I think Study for EHP, and not as prominent on this tournament, but in like the last several tournaments when I had the full bot flamebot rebuild, full spec, I had look at this, I'm tier 20, he's tier 21. I can't get out of tier 20, bro. All these people are tier 21, but I cannot for the life of me get out of tier 21. These people are glitched out. They should make negative mass projector based on enemy attack speed. Enemy speed and mass reduction. Am I reading those right? Instead of being a worse version of PH. Pulsar Harvester. Yes. I barely passed 50k medals. I don't know how many medals I have. 65k or something? I think. Oh shit, we're rebuilding. Nice. This is kind of what we did the last run. I remember looking at it around this point, and I was like, shit, we're full health, dude. We're in good shape. Yeah, I read it correctly? Okay, cool. Saying, does Chain Lightning deal damage to the initial target without Dimension Core? If not, Fleet First may not help you. Well, I mean, I don't necessarily think it helps, but I don't think it hurts. And just in the sense that having the smart missiles and stuff that, yeah, they don't do really much damage. I have nothing invested in them, but at the end of the day, any little bit helps. And I guess if I want some damage on each cycle to go somewhere, it's going to be the things that I have the least likeliness of killing. My orbs, even with orb resistance, are still going to deal a ton of damage to these enemies sitting around the orb lines, but they're not going to deal any damage to the fleet. So, for me, with my non-damage build, I need to put as much damage into the fleets as possible, because otherwise they just camp. Dude, this motherfucker's just going to sit here, dude. He's just going to camp there, dude. I can't do shit to him. Like, my amount of damage, my 3 trillion damage, and my, look at this, like, a couple S, you know, I think I got up to, like, 15, 16 S or something. With Super Tower, no, I don't have Amp Strike. No, so I do a ton less, I do 5 times less damage. Yeah, because I was, like, normally, like, 16 or so, so I'm, like, 3 damage is with Super Tower, and I don't have it, like, very advanced, so I don't do a ton of damage. And for example, that overcharge, I'm not even gonna do the math on that, but he has 18 AB health, 19 AB health. You know, I can't even touch that guy. He's gonna sit there forever. That's the thing with that. Max Flamebot, duration, cooldown, range, and bot will be maxed out. Duration, cooldown, and 1.5. Okay, so let me just add a little tip on there, Study Mage. After coming off that build, I literally just came off that build, bro. Save 2 clicks of your Flamebot range, bro. The fucking range is big enough. Save 2 clicks of the Flamebot range and put it somewhere else. Trust. I literally just respec'd off that build, and I regretted having so much range because the range was way too big. Trust the process, I'm telling you. And here's what I'll tell you, and this is what I did with my new build here. For one day, I saved 1,500 medals, or 1,200 medals, or something like that it was, and just kept that to see if I needed to add those clicks. That's what I'd recommend for you, because the Flamebot range is huge, dude. Bro, I have like a lot of clicks to still put it into Flamebot range. Yeah, bro, it goes up to like 112 or 28 meters. Yeah, I would say like 90 whatever, 90 something range is ideal. Try high 80s, low 90s. That's my recommendation on that. But yeah, dude, I had all these maxed, and I had these maxed and this max, and I completely left Goldbot out. And I had this at like 33 or 34 or something. So not max range. Okay, so you're gonna do 68 meter range. Okay, yeah, that's good. I was gonna say, like, and for tournament, you know, that was my one question here, was my Flamebot gonna be big enough? Because on farm, it's like the literal perfect amount. On when I have like the range card and stuff, when I'm at 179 meters, I'm like, man, is that a little bit too much or not enough? But it's pretty good coverage. It's good enough coverage. Now, if you had range alt, and if it's over here and you need to cover that range line, you're not hitting it. You know, look at that. Across the map, you're not hitting that. So you would want the bigger range for tournament aspect. So think about that as well. $1632, guys. $1632. Full freaking health. We're looking good. Okay, and the thing we need to do. Oh my God! Look at it. Every time I say something stupid like that, dude, we just all of a sudden get a big old chunk out of our health. Now, also, guys, we need to remember to crank up our demon mode. We haven't used it for like a couple tournaments in a row. Dude, honestly, this song slaps, dude. Oh, that's why it's not. Oh. I don't know nothing. I cannot confirm nor deny. I will not. Yep, nothing. I don't know nothing. Bro, like I said, MVN has like served me really well in the last couple tournaments. Steady Mage. So for you, did GT plus 10 and 11 make a big difference? I'm about 30Q an hour, and if you get GT 11, do you think it'll get you up to like 80Q? I would definitely not expect a 50Q increase. Absolutely not. There's a couple factors, okay? Well, let's pump the brakes on this, okay? There's a couple factors here, okay? Now, when I was on full bot and flame bot and bot, okay? Here, let me back up. Let me backpedal, okay? When I was on my normal G-bot, flame bot, a little bit of bot, okay? I was hitting 46, and right before I respec, I hit 48 for the first time on like 1 or 2 runs. So I did the respec, right? And I hit, it was like 20-something Q an hour, like 23 Q an hour, right? So I improved a few things. I've been working on the coin skill bonus. I put like 6 levels into this. These are all new, and I made a few other minor changes. Now where I'm at now is, and here you can see it. You can see the change here. This is at the end of my journey with maxing out or pushing the tournaments and going for the keys and getting the auto restart. This is when I unlocked for auto restart, and I went for the full respec, and I dumped out. I ended up with what I have now, minus 1 click of this, because I got 1 click of this after the new event. But this is what I ended up with. I never had these synced because I had like this fully built out, and then all of a sudden bot comes out, so I started putting just some random ass clicks in here. So what I had way back here when I was doing the 20, and when I hit the like 48 for the first time, it could have been a lot more, but I never had anything dialed in. So now on this new respec, I knew to sync these, I knew to sync this, and I knew to sync this. That is probably a huge percentage of the difference. Yeah, I mean, that's the big change. I will say that also here's another big change that happened. So as you'll see here, this is when I first made the change, right? And I started dialing in the last couple things. I ended up 106, 111, right? 106, 111, 106. Here's where I made a big change. I forgot exactly who it was, but they mentioned in the comments, have you thought about syncing your summon? And I'm like, well, I just have some random shit piled together here. But the biggest thing was I had 6 targets and 15% here. This was only at 11, and I think it's got like 92. I went for a partial sync, so every other sync, and I added over double into this, and this is what I'm working with now. Look at this, dude. 130Q, 124, and then 130. And this one, did I do anything different? No, I just let that run. Yeah, it's just this run. I got the extra 300 waves because I knew I wasn't going to be able to tend to the game soon enough, and I was going to end up ending a run soon in between here, which I already deleted. So that's what I'm working with right now. My coin malt on 16 is, I believe, like 2,700 or 27,000, I think. Ponzo, what's going on, brother? Good morning. Welcome in. We hit a PB on this run, brother. We hit a PB on this run. From Germany, I have a question. In farm and in tourney, the attack, bots, shockwave sives, and target prio in farm runs would be nice if you show in farm run vids. Would you? I would appreciate it. Yeah, no problem, bro. I can definitely do that. We don't stop. We become 1686. Negative mass projector was not it, guys. Ponzo, and I'm sorry you caught us right at the end, brother, but this is the end of the run. Just want to show you what we got here. This is a PB run right here, 1734. Look at that. I'm going to show you here. PB prior was 1719, so we are on the PB right now. However, due to RNG, you finish with a lower wave count, finish 6th, and yeah, we're in 11th place. Yeah, I was really hoping we could beat this guy. Honestly, I know we could if we go back to our old setup, but it's too late. It's like about midnight by me. I'll be up at like 5 a.m., 5:30. So, guys, I'm gonna respec this real quick. And if there's any last questions you want to throw in, Hanzo, I'll tell you what, brother, I'm in a little bit of a rush right now, but I will ensure that my next Sunday video, I'll go into full detail about all of those things for you. I'm going to take a picture of that right now so I don't forget about you, and I'll put that in my Sunday video if you want to check that out, okay, man? I'll go into full detail on all those things for you, okay, man? Okay, right, so I think these were all the exact same stats, but I have, yeah, 1 orb speed compared to 3 orb speed. Yeah, that's the way to go. Okay, so that's what that works out good. We'll switch this back. Dude, honestly, we definitely could have beat that guy in 11th place. Set up.
Still we run. Still we run. No end. No peace. Only flow. Defend.
Okay, I did like, I think it was like 68 meter range. I'm gonna try 60 meter range. And maybe we'll do like 2.35. I usually do 2.6. Just dabble with a couple different things. Can you show me the range orb slider and say something about it because my orb size range changed from time to time? Okay, yeah, I can do that. And Ponzo, real quick while we're in here, man. Okay, so with my range, I run it at 25. That's what I find effective, just because it's where I can effectively put my attack range in game without really having to think about it much. It's just where I just set it. Now, I can change that. I can change that. Like, let me just show you, man. I could change it to 30. Or here, that's a bad example. I can change it to 10. and I can still come into the lab. And now I had it at 60. Look, I could still put it at 60 if I wanted. It's just like at what ratio or whatever. So I just put it at 25 in the range slider every single time, and then I know where to put it in here. Because the problem, actually, I just kind of fucked myself right there, I think, right? No, wait. Yeah, so now I have to set my range slider a little bit lower than I normally do, which is fine. Okay, I love every song that Celeste makes, but that song makes me want to vomit every time. No offense, Celeste. I love your music. I use your playlist on every video. I'm going to continue because you have the hands down best selection of music. I'm just saying that one song could do anything but that one song. Okay, so we just have to keep dialing this back. This is what I'm saying. So that's why I keep it at the exact same spot every single time, so I never have to think about this. 60.18, whatever. That's perfect. See what I'm saying? So that's what I do with that. So, and then for tournaments, because I want the max range, I just go in here, boom, slide it over all the way. Done. Good to go. So that's that. And then I don't have an orb slider. Well, I have, okay, so I have the, give me one second, let me finish respecing this so I don't forget anything. I skip half of this stuff anyway. All right, that's what I do with that. And quick demonstration here. So with the orb slider, I only have the one orb slider. So as low as I can take it, I just have the extra orbs. Eventually I'll get the workshop orbs, these guys here. But yeah, I mean, I can stretch them out. So which is nice because then, like, say here I increase the range. Then I could effectively put these into a higher range, get them outside, get them inside. But I can line them up with where I want them to hit the most enemies and be the most effective. So the biggest thing with that is like just, and I can give you a real world demonstration with how I would actually run this. Yeah, it looks good, right? Line this all up. And for farming, we turn off CF Plus and Swamp Stun, primarily because the swamp is going to be like way the heck out here, so we don't want to stun the enemies out there. And with CF Plus, it just spins them around. It does not let them get into the orbs fast enough. We want them to hit the orbs as much as possible. So yeah, now we want to make sure that we're like just slightly, we like to be slightly outside the workshop orbs to make sure we're just hitting absolutely everything. So here's what that looks like, a little bit slowed down. Just gonna hit absolutely everything. So a perfect lineup. That's the range that I like. And then, like, to give you an example, since I've kind of dialed this in, I'm hitting 91%. So very good until I can get like a larger orb size. I mean, that's pretty good. I average like 91%. 91%. That's like what I'm hitting every single time. So with the coin bonus for the orbs, that's really good. Farm target prior chance. Oh yeah. So I'm glad you said that because I didn't fix that. Target prio. This is what I run literally every single time for the tiers that I'm at currently. Now, when we go up tiers, we will have to adjust this due to just different battle conditions. There's going to be fast ultimates and such for tier 19 and up, so you're going to have to make those changes. So this is what I run for every farm run where I'm at right now. Tier 16 protectors, knock them out as fast as possible to take down the shields, to kill the other enemies that are inside them, to get the coin bonuses up. Elites are typically going to do the most damage to me and build up. Scatters can build up in the late rounds. Typically it'll be a fleet that actually ends up killing me, but there are times where even the elite will end up killing me, so keep the elites up there and then spotlight for the bonus. I'm tier 16 with 100 Q in 9 hours, 11 Q an hour. I never know why I should do higher or lower. Yeah, so right now where I'm at, Ponzo, I am at the point where I'm like, real quick, we just started this. Look at this, 29,600 comparatively to 25,000, and the sell increase for me is like negligible going up to tier 17 as of about a month ago. The shards cost could be huge, but I haven't really looked at it. But right now I'm looking at bumping up the enhancements in the workshop. So, but guys, I've ran this a little bit later than expected. My dog is crying for me to go to bed, so that is my cue. Guys, appreciate you watching. Hope you have a great night. Good luck.